Let's do this shit.
Oh, there's no dog behind me. Let me tell you something about the good kid.
Safety first, everyone.
Tell you something about the good kid. Phenomenal driver. What are we doing here, people? You don't just stop in the middle of the road.
There's no hope. There's no hope anymore.
I go on Twitter a lot. I haven't tweeted anything today though. It's a little early, you know.
Yeah. But well, I mean, yes, it is. It is a crack of dawn.
I usually will like tweet out stuff about the election.
Why is that?
Well, because it's interesting. Like you don't even have to like politics. You just, like the way I say is you can't not be interested in this election because you can't not be interested in the names of the candidates.
It's so funny. It really is.
Yeah. Donnie T from the reality TV show The Apprentice is the leading presidential candidate. It's entertaining, but it's a little bit depressing. Most people can agree that this is kind of insane, what's going on, but a lot of people, like a lot of conservatives, hate Hillary so much that they'll vote for the Donald, I think, if it comes down to it. I don't like Hillary because I have a teacher named Hillary and she gives out a lot of homework.
Well, that's
so I'm not voting for her.
That makes a lot of sense.
It's not gonna happen. Jeb dropped out, which who would vote for a guy named Jeb? Jeb, like what?
That's an inbred name right there.
Yeah, definitely. This whole thing is just depressing. Oh, Ben Carson, who's like, he's interesting because he's like a neurosurgeon. He's a genius. You know, he's smart enough to separate conjoined twins, dumb enough to think that gay people choose to be gay. So he's an entry. He's a fascinating little guy there. Chris Christie, that fat fuck. Yeah, you know the thing with Chris Christie is he's a douche. Oh, Ted Cruz.
Oh, Ted Cruz.
I don't like Ted. It doesn't matter Ted Cruz. Outside of the fact that he's just insane, I don't like his face.
He looks like a wax figure.
Yeah, he does.
Do you notice that?
Yeah, he does. He's a scary looking fellow, and he's from Texas, and I've really had enough of political figures from Texas. And then Marco Rubio. That guy is, he's terrible. The other thing, I can't stand his haircut. It's like he's trying to do like the JFK thing and look like he has wisdom, but it goes sideways. There's no angle.
It was a bad visit to hair cuttery.
Exactly.
That's all I gotta say.
That's the thing. How are we gonna have somebody as our president that like goes to great clips? He also just like says the same things at every debate. And most people don't watch these debates, but I do because they're like, it's like watching WWF wrestling.
I think my favorite part is that when you watch these debates, especially the Republican debates, it's like everyone except Donald Trump is trying so hard to make it look normal. And Donald Trump is just making it an entertainment spectacle.
Did you see the video of like the 10 million times he called? There's like 5 minutes of footage of him just calling Jeb a loser.
Really?
Yeah. Jeb, you're nothing. Jeb, you're a loser.
Maybe that's why Jeb dropped out.
Oh, it's so sad.
I don't think he likes to be bullied.
It's so sad that Jeb dropped out because it was so funny watching him get bullied. Like, this whole election thing is a bit foggy for me because the candidate with the most votes doesn't necessarily win.
Very true.
What?
The Electoral College is a thing.
Yeah, like what kind of honey boo boo logic is that? That you get the most votes and you might not win the election. When the Panthers scored less points than the Broncos in the Super Bowl, they didn't maybe lose the game. There was like there's no electoral kicking system. It was like, well, the Panthers kicked more field goals, therefore they win the game. And I don't even forget about the politics. Just the fact that the guy with the most votes didn't win.
Boggles your mind, boggles your mind.
You wonder sometimes, you know? Taco Bell.
Taco Bell?
Oh yeah,
Taco Bell?
It is because they do the breakfast now.
They do.
Yo, we'll take the best breakfast thing on the menu without meat. That'll be it.
All right, so it's 3:30 when I see the window.
Thank you.
No problem.
I always get such anxiety going through the drive-thru.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why that is.
Yeah, I don't know. I also they just don't seem to be talking about the important things. Like here, my political opinions are: I'm a big fan of clean water and clean air, and I would like to know what's in my food. Outside of that, everything is negotiable. Yeah. Don't vote. Just kidding. Don't listen to that. Everybody should vote.
But I would recommend napping a lot. That helps you deal with your problems.